Now we're going to find the precursor to what we're seeing in this diagram here, and we're going to say, okay, this is RNA or DNA or whatever the next thing is. And they're going to say, but what created that? And we're going to keep going backwards and not make any progress. In my opinion, the exact configuration or whether we're able to reproduce it in the lab or not is arbitrary and not important or not critical to the overall theory that in optimally dissipative configuration, things do emerge and evolve in this way, even if we don't know the exact configuration initially. And I actually prepared something for you for that. To give an example I'll give the example of let's say you don't know what a sewing machine is. Let's see if this works. This is new for me. So you've got a sewing machine, and let's say you find one somewhere and you want to know where it came from, why it's here, and we don't know anything about, this is like hundreds of years in the future. But because we know about ODC, because we know about optimally dissipative configuration and how evolution works, we can, pretty good, huh? We know, even if we don't know how the sewing machine was made, we know that if it's here and if it's on planet Earth and if there were humans, that it was constructed and built and evolved for the purpose of, in this case, putting textiles together so people can have blankets and keep warm and survive and all that stuff. There's no confusion about that. The analogy I want to present to you is that here we're getting hung up on the details. So for example, somebody could say, no, you can't say that, David. You can't say that you're sure that this is what a sewing machine is and how and why it evolved, because there happens to be a driving belt in it somewhere, or a very complicated part or system within the sewing machine that we can't know exactly what factory in India, let's say, or China it came from. And because we can't know for sure or reproduce what factory or materials the original sewing machines had, that we can't say for sure that we know the origination or how the sewing machine came to be. Please comment if you either like that or agree with it, but that's the analogy I give to people who try to find the exact reason or method or get hung up on the details of the origination of life, because they can't duplicate it in a test tube. It doesn't make a difference to the overall theory or mechanism of how we got here, just because we get hung up on a small detail. And by the way, a convenient detail, because then it means that, we don't know how to reproduce it, therefore my belief system is true. And that's the danger, and this is why I did this video. Please let me know what you think about that.